So I am going to focus on the main landmark, the first permanent bridge. Before its construction, there was no Budapest, but 3 smaller cities or villages, Pest, Buda and Old Buda. And they were merged, united in 1873. And if you are good with numbers, you easily realize that it's 2023. So Budapest has an anniversary, 150-year-old anniversary. That's why many renovations are going on. I will tell you 2 stories of the Chain Bridge. One of them is true, the other one is not. And you can decide which is which. Okay. So there are 2 lions at the entrance here. White lions made of limestone. And 2 more on the other side. When thousands of people were crossing the bridge, the first day, a little kid stepped close to the lions, he climbed up and he started to criticize the artist, saying that the lions do not have tongue. The lions' tongues were missing. And the Hungarian architect committed suicide because he had been sitting in a zoo in front of a lion for days, for weeks, and he wanted to create his masterpieces without any mistake. But he forgot to make the tongue, and Hungarians like drama very much. We are a very pessimistic nation, so just to have a nice reputation, he jumped from the bridge to the river. And 150 years ago, the technology was not as developed as today, so we couldn't save his life. He died here immediately. The second story says that a rich guy had been traveling around Europe, visiting other countries, and when he came back this side, Pest, his father was ill, sick on the other side, Buda. And it was winter, but not cold enough. So the river was not frozen completely, there were no ice, but huge ices were coming down. So Buda and Pest were separated, not only for days but for weeks. There were no ferries, no boats, no connection. By the time spring arrived, it was too late. His father passed away, and this guy missed his father's funeral because of the lack of permanent bridges. And he came up with the idea to build the Chain Bridge. So what do you think? Which is the true story?
Second story sounds more feasible.
Please hands up if you vote for the second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. First story, hands up in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so like 9, 5, it means I'm a good storyteller, you know. And as we are on a tour, all of you are winners, of course. Because nice but not very good location, you know. Here in front of the Chain Bridge, before it was, it belonged to the British insurance company, but now it belongs to Hungary and the basketball floor. So like an important football player is staying here, or handball teams, or foreigners, politicians.
Okay.
They stay in the Russian Palace. Yeah, so like posh cars. Yeah.
Should have known because it gets the best view.
Yeah. Yeah. Budapest is very popular in the film industry because the city has old buildings, new buildings, and sometimes they need to close areas, parks, and it's cheaper comparing with other cities. So lots of different outlets, snow hats. Thanks a lot. I will tell you the story of the flood. A huge flood happened in Budapest 1838 when the river was not as wide here as it is now. It was much narrow, and the glacial flood came from Austria. Because of the ices, the water couldn't go anywhere. That's why the flood happened. In those times there used to be a small hill here so that people could escape from the hill and from the water, sorry. And after that they wanted to express their thankful for the gods for their survival. So they decided to build the largest Roman Catholic church here on the flat side and not at the top of the hills. The Hungarian Academy of Sciences, so very popular in Hungarian culture. see the shoes memorial. Definitely not a happy episode in European history. Let's make a light beginning. What do you think? How are the Hungarians today? Let's talk about my generation, under 30 years old. Are we optimistic or pessimistic? Optimistic, thank you. Are we friendly or unfriendly? Friendly, and let's say that talkative. Let's imagine my grandparents. Are they optimistic or pessimistic? Pessimistic. They can be a little bit rude, unfriendly, mean with you. So when you visit your grandparents, you know, they ask them that, hey, mama, how are you? And they will complain to you 30 minutes. After that, they will ask you that where did you buy your new jacket and why did you need a new jacket? Meanwhile, you have 5 or 6. After that, they will ask you that, how are you, Claudia? And it was winter 1944-45. Thousands of people were taken here to the river, and the Jews had to take their shoes off because valuables like ring, gold, money were hidden in shoes. They faced the river Danube and they were pushed into ice river and they were shot by weapons. Around 20,000 people died here. So this is the Hungarian Holocaust. I have no idea if you have ever been to Auschwitz. In Auschwitz, more Hungarian Jewish people died than Polish people. Because in my country there were no death camps, no concentration camps, but the direct connection between Budapest and Auschwitz. Parliament has no chimneys because the Hungarian architect Imre Stein didn't want to deface his masterpiece with chimneys, and he decided to design a very modern heating, cooling and ventilating system where you are standing right now. So this also belongs to the Hungarian Parliament. The most iconic and the biggest building which has ever been built in the country, they say that also the most expensive building. It was built by limestone in 20 years, and we clean the limestone every 10-15 years to be white. Imre Stein lived in London while designing this building, and it was his personal joke to make the Hungarian Parliament exactly 1 meter longer than the Westminster. So for a couple of years, this was the biggest parliament, but since then the Westminster was expanded, so today only the second, you know. Before there were 2 houses, upper house and lower house, so the left wing and the right wing are exactly the same. The parliament is symmetric, there is only one difference. This one, the carpet, the color of the floor. So in the upper house, the carpet used to be blue because blue color symbolizes blue blood, royalty, aristocrat. And in the lower house, the carpet used to be red. Red doesn't symbolize anything.